Top Gun, eat your heart out. The New Zealand Air Force has been flying low over Hawke's Bay today. It's been running sorties in Hercules C-130s, practising aerial drops, similar to those already done by Australia in the Middle East. A miniature tent town has also been set up on the side of the airfield at Napier Airport for what's been dubbed Exercise Skytrain. Our defence reporter, Pereyra, Garcia, on the ground there, and has also been up in the air. Kate, that's a big old Herc behind you. What was it like? What's going on there, first of all?
Well, it's a 2-week exercise with about 180 Air Force and Army personnel that are here. The French were also here earlier in the week. They had to go back to Noumea. And basically they've just created a forward base, which is the tent city that you can see around me if you're watching on the television. And they're doing, as you said, aerial drops. So they're practising pushing things out of Hercules, really, and then the Army are going and collecting them.
Okay, obviously this is kind of useful in the South Pacific when there's aid drops and stuff after a cyclone. You went up on one of the flights. What was it like?
I did. It was fantastic. It's not probably something I'd want to do too often, though. I can say I wasn't sick. There were people on the flight that were, and I won't name them, to be fair. But it was just a fascinating look at how they do these things, and it's not the most comfortable flight, to be sure. But, you know, it is, as you say, important work. Aid drops throughout the Pacific, and as you mentioned in your show there, Australia are already using them in Iraq.
Yeah, 50 years old, those Hercs now. There's been an upgrade. How are they going? Look, I love them to bits, but are they working?
Well, you and everybody here, John, they've been very popular. Nobody here's got a bad word to say about them. They have worked. I'm told they haven't been broken down at all in the last 2 weeks. They've been very reliable. The pilot that flew our flight today, actually, she was an Australian woman, which was quite nice. And she's on secondment with the Air Force. She says they fly similar planes in Australia, slightly newer, but she said these ones are perfectly good. They have had an upgrade, which has kept them going. Of course, they are going to need replacing, and that's a big question for the government. It's something that they will have to have been looking at, and I'm sure they have in the Defence White Paper, which is due out in March or possibly early April. So we should get a bit preview then, I guess. The people I spoke to today, including, as I said, that pilot, now she flew one of those missions in Iraq. She said that she'd be happy if they just got a new version of the Hercules. She said they're great planes.